Stars of Ghana. And man did Croatia a boy. Players never be akasa form to me. I come. I have 10 minutes. Maybe phone lines on now on sweating me afraid. But then over to SMS alpha 0245 772 447 0245 772 447. Now my king kind at amount. And I'm a question on me bisa. And it's ahead of game Miami Aduma, the Black Stars of Ghana and Colombia. And about at the run of 32 no. Obape, say coach and the Ade Carlos Curious. Obetimi Astate Lawrence Atizigi. And I say goalkeeper now your friend say Benjamin Asari. Why you for say or started for the goalpost I be able to Yabua na Ghana etimi afan into my pefra. Enti question me bisa another pay and no for us I mean kick from out 0245 772 447 0245 772 447. Yeah, come on Yaba why? Koba na bibia etumi kama victory 95.3 FM the voice of half Agrofie and our down on my show egusu awuti de ba yesi a na amane nsam ato aso.
Ante konko phone crosso nam yetimi letters nipi area bra and the parents some no supim at empa me patch live our Facebook and Agrofie victory me patch unya our Facebook abomota na for like drop comment na share na for me patch full from so anya bi enhwe channel ye sound so live on here ye can say drop 53 me patch subscribe our na fam ya dance na for from some anya bi enhwe and the parents some no pay and some at me patonyam ayantuma ene netesam as usual ya Monday June 29th 2026 tennis abakoso na unim sanyam ayantuma enem and ne kan some patonia and some ay one plan the championship no and some abetumi answer on ya kan sa lantern and ayazuke eho ana tuma tenam ayantuma netesam ene deno and some answer pay it is sound on pe epa live our victory 95 ayantuma na unim sa championship and also I one plantano yame ayon to man 29th ayon tuna and also I monte and to man some channel yame ayon to me bet to me area near canis ayon July ayon 12 and also abaya sante and near canis tennis and also about to me some area and also I one plant the championship and also I ponso na ema refisa ya with ayon demi patcho 2 ayon soisa neta some and also ania ye canis some ayon demi patcho women ayon sinkers and ayam men's ayam sinkers and also about to me answer Yamisu ayam to me another day and also at the back so Nanyamisu ayam to my Wednesday yet to me so ayam makes ayam tobosa and also about chance and also ayam Friday minister update and a pay and some to plan to pay Santana Sarin some to pay and some epa mommy or run a funny sam Zanik aya sina unim so onu aya Italian na tame Anthony so Oriano me pacha uramo our fans arounda center of Koto na just so urefans Zanik aya sina onu sum and ora ye fans me pacha mo mer I me pacha canofet and so about to me up yame so aya to me anam aya 12:30 p.m. and me pacha Zanik sina and some I me pacha mo mer almost aya camera and also aya paso our neck is tennis mo na Zanik sina era tuta Zanka Amobia Antem, San Yakanisa Ayatan, one plan the championship, and the Asian Sano, not as a person or call, not honest to Uncle Twasso, not honest to American history, and also Amipatora, your furnace Janik Ayasina Kaka, and also a financial empire, a free tennis more, and the parents of Tatinape, and some Atuta, on Yakanisa victory, upon the parents of Nipe, and some empire, Zara on Ya, Yakanisa football more, not ending Komaka, me part of Algeria, none want to wɔn ani ɔtɔ game no ɛtumi akɔyɛ 3-3 ɛno nso aboyɛ ɛma Algeria wɔn nso atumi akɔlifɔyɛ wɔn nso akɔmɛnam na right ɛyɛ Mahrez ɔno anya 2 goals ɛde ɛma Algeria ɔsi ɛyɛ goal response ɛna wɔn tumi anya yɛ wɔn nso akɔ ɔmo anam ɛno ɛkyɛ ne sam group ɔnim sam ɛyɛ Jordan wɔn nso anhyɛ 1 ɛma Argentina ɛkɔhyɛ mu 3 na Giovanni Lo Celso Lautaro Martinez ɛne Leo Messi wɔn anya goals ɛde ma Argentina ɛma nneɛma atumi so kɔyɛ ɛde ma Argentina wɔn nso ɛtumi no ɔnim sa group no Argentina wɔn nso ayɛ ne 9 10 points na kyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ 3 out of 3 and Argentina ɔmo ne sena tim no wɔn nso ɛtumi akɔkɔyɛ mepatro Austria wɔn anya fɔ Algeria nso ɛtumi nya 4 ɛwɔ ne ɛka ne sɛ group na ɛno nso ɛyɛ group J ɛtumi so aboɛ ɛma bibia nso ayɛ kama mepatro Colombia nso ne Portugal kasa titɛ no wɔn game no ɛtumi pa so na tɛtɛ ne sam Ayatia Colombia and some Ansepe, I'm a Portugal, woman Ansepe, dear Kanko, woman Aya Kampak, I'm a Nimatimiko ye, at them, I'm a one more, Unimsa Amu and Uzbekistan, and a boy, na Uzbekistan, a Kosha first goal, I'm a Dr. Kongo, dear Kongo, Johnny Aya Wetam, Anus Anya go, I'm a Mayele, Anus Anya go, I'm a Kofani Piam, a Koyetimomo, not Sakurupano, Colombia, woman Anya 7, I'm a Portugal. So anya 5 point Diana Conco almost anya 4 Emma Uzbekistan woman anya pay me patronum uko pimo grouper and also aya group K unim sa tournament test and yet the last aya group me patro Croatia and say Ghana 2-1 and which Panama when I'm answering Emma Hurricane and it would Bellingham anya 2 goals at Emma England Timino Emma Inema Koye at Amomo England 7 points Croatia anya 6 Ghana anya 4 Panama NYP and I'm a petrol resource. Let us the last round of games. I told you our group in a more and a round of 32. Yet to me some essence na a South Africa and a Canada and a Timum a boy and try a commentary at Timum a boy. Na the tennis of South Africa wom upward to na and to me on your payam I'm South Africa wom Emerson Timon the tennis of Yano let us a Canada wom as a 1 I'm South Africa wom some and to me answer be not me patro Gamenon. Additional time, na 90+2, and now Stephen is Tokyo. Let us on American history. At the Canada, woman as a 1, 90+2, South Africa, woman so intimate some anti-Sonkano, Minu Ekes South Africa, woman a Buffy, woman so I eliminated every 2026 a World Cup and I say Minu Ekes South Africa, almost so timid of him, almost so qualify every group in more run of 32 and draw Canada. And so I show more, Middle Ekes South Africa, almost to Befia, Minister of Tottenham, I took to the Pabra, shouting us live, our victory, 95.3, yet in some Supi, at the Epa, Yami Ayotu, and round of 32 games in the so me patch of Brazil, our game Apple, woman and idea Japan, and I'm about to be some Apple, me patch of 5 o'clock PM Ghana time, Brazil, I was 2, I am Tammy patch of Japan, 5 PM and a sun coming on and about to already funny start the dawn. I can't to launch Brazil. I start to line up and say, and I'm a part of Uko Amulaka Rumwa, report Tayat and as a goalkeeper. Netim Ayat Alice and Ayapenka, about to go post more at him. I'm a bronzer, woman and a sonor Timino, and a part of Pangfono, Obanam at Brenta Funny Sam. I don't Danilo, about Echiro, at him, I'm a bronzer, me Pacha Marquinhos, Gabriel Manke Hills, Obanyam, Ayatel Santos, and so our Chiro, Upa Infinia, Casimiro Enrique, Bruno Ayaguamirez, Lucas Ayapaquenta, Obanyam, Ayata anymore 3, Amante Finista Matos Cunha, and Ferrayan, and Vinicius, Jose Aya Jr., where I may Pacha Mante Tupaqua, and it's I likely, said Gamenon, when ever starting. At Ama Bronzer, Emma Urafisa, I have 5 PM, and a Brazil Japan, I'm a government ambassador, almost to above your pair, 8 30 p.m. Ora anasa omanya ye from Germany almost any Paraguay about to some apple I me pato 8 30 p.m. and Germany any Paraguay Kevin and some apostle not me pato Germany oko amosolo karuma and usual goalkeeper and I Manon I Peter Noya Manuel abada ko personal atem ama Germany Joshua Ayakemet Jonathan Ta Antonio Rudiger David Rom wom aba genetre atem ama Germany oko in fifth Felix Imecha and Alexander Pavlovich almost to Gina Fifine at ama Germany Damal Musiala Leron Ayosone me pato for run first and a Fekaya Fet almost abayatuma atem ama Germany almost anasana timino me pato almost to yepe netas ahomate aya dia 1 o'clock a.m. big and papa tota nam the tennis game when I know I am Yakanisa the Orange of Netherlands and some I said the Alta Lions of Morocco and I 1 o'clock a.m. Yami I tomorrow chanam and I saw Camino and also Altota me patana Netherlands Uko Amostola Karuma goalkeeper ne team and so at the Fabrutan and also Urama on some about demo at them Amame Patonia Yakanisa Netherlands na Etrono Obanya de Sana Dumfries and at Paul Ayafan Heke Mr. Vigil Ayafan na onyabrante fone samiki fente fan abe ginetram at amana Donald na infifine no Frankie de John Ryan Gravenberch and fabrante first to Danny Royentes me pato anyone Daniel Merlin Brian Brobe and Cody Gampo almost abayatuma at amana Donald elpo Morocco na uko Morocco me pato goalkeeper yatini ayabanu abayatuma go post at ama one more na etono Mazuri Rayat Isa Diop and Self Hakimi almost to available at Morocco and Brame Pato Tinamate and 1 a.m. almost to Upon Nantalan in fifth from Alame Pato Anui Abajinamope Ablente first time Ayatia Baude and so Kanabajinamo and some Apple at Amame Pato Morocco and at Ibrahim Diaz Omania Asidani Onai El Ayakanos and a face Mala Saibari Omania available and some at Morocco almost to Anna Timna and a permanent sound tenepe and some atuta and my brother pay and some pay nano danom. Onim sa konko almost aye tuma aye comeback sepa na Johnny Winter ekonya man of the match nam onim sa also 2 goals antima DR konko almost atimno na after serie wom ekosiam the 3 Lions of England DR konko ekokosia England omana seno timno na enom na Johnny Winter osiyanka emopiante sam bepiomadu no omedisafo sam ayata DR kongo na seno timno also ekoko turu ho nam okron ejirema onim sa ukoko piemo awona kanisa DR Congo wa me pato wo ekosu kitigidi kra nam ana Johnny Winter osi anya easy nso awoni memo ho because ukone kanisa East Congo wa net as every day na abiu ashomo nkwa ntokwa bebre nso ankoso na football na net as DR Congo nso abo almost dinkunemo omukomanam ojire panse ebetumesom apa na owie no ana against England disafo pass Kosiam the 3 Lions of England or say game abayire abaya very tough him be pema opportunity edisafo Johnny Winter nkoma kakra or the 220.
We deserve to play against England. It's going to be a different game, a tough game against a top player, top opponent. We need to enjoy this kind of game. We deserve to play against England, one of the best teams in the world. You know, it's not easy in our country. You know, it's a war in East Congo, and every day, just to say that, guys, no matter what, we need to keep going.
Way aya in summer zona winter dra konkoma tekano anam adi atu twana pere out there tenepe and some papa ya tena serin samne pe epa mami Jude aya Bellingham na tesa sisiante uko England national team no one plan multiple Ansonia pa aya Jude aya Bellingham before World Cup way na amanfo tena compare Morgan Rogers mo awana mateno na sisiante Bellingham also out position offer the multiple Ansonia na Jude as Sisi Shelter Hurricane on the I'm a combination, not just a fine, a bunny teleporter, our England national team, not just a Jude, and of a hurricane, and Yama Koyem, Jude Burnham, up Hurricane Abaso, Yintensama Jude, at the Artujanica crack.
I've built a good relationship with Harry over the last 4 or 5 years, especially after Qatar, playing so close together. And it's an honour to play with him for me. He's the best England player of all time. He's the one who showed up more than anyone.
Friend over England, national team, let us a hurricane on your player Ketua, on also about to day, and some other tillers of England pay, many some 13 Antuta, live on a victory 95.2 bra, and a parent summon super, and some at the upper, now already furnace I tell Thomas Tukal, Monfan Amam Onum, and Emma did a 3, last of England on national team, on also up hurricane about so, si Santa Unsa Urama, I tell upon the World Cup, no upper, pay one cell gold. At England and as English national team a hurricane na before hurricane na your reference Gary Lineker and as some goes at England in terms of World Cup Ken Tuno Ken 11 ayakos and Atama Tuchal also Opianiate at Ama Hurricane Koya Abranta first from Atotuntana Apanumate at Ama England Timino not as I was Riapa or reference Mr. Thomas Tuchal and so Akas up Hurricane Nabaso.
Much confidence.
Macross still, not just a hurricane, not just a World Cup come, and so at the Ken, and some person, you can say you're England, almost about to me Atinia, you can stand tell me part of World Cup, and all, Mammy, I tell Ken, not as on Usabeki history, me part of Santa 11 goals, on I can stand the World Cup no more, and on also to me answer, at them, I can say 3, airlines of England, say, or run us to Ayata, not as me part of Orena, your phone is a Gary Ayalinika, out there to Nepe, and some anti amount. No, and also, catch Gary Nikas, I am very sorry. Says he said they were to know. She said them, we have just so Hurricane Iron in terms of goals, and so Adama England, I said to our World Cup, and I say, Yentin Komaken. And so Gary Lineker.
Sorry, Gary. One ahead of you now, but no, I'm sure he'll send some congratulations. And I've said before, one of England's greatest strikers, especially in World Cup. So yeah, to just go ahead of him now, I think it's a proud moment for myself. And I'm sure he'll.
And then I don't know how to can. And some as a Garnica, one of the top strikers, England and mom, not just as a shadow, I am sorry. And so on to run on the pay, Minister 13 Antita, Altimasom at Amor, Yentilio Mess won't come on. Unimsa ni 18 na kwenu mpanamo still. Leo Messi bono or pot study still. Or your pen 19 years, 18 years, gono or sending so simple. Not me patolio Messi. Our World Cup we are saying unimsa the last 3 games. And so our World Cup tournament was a group games. Messi up to Alpano, me pat on the first game up on hand track. And me patolio I am Messi. The second game also 2 goals. Mr. Leo Messi and for the last game or Samsung and your goal. Now me patol Messi. Unimsa the first game in the return on your 9.7, the second game on your 9.2, the last game on your 7.7. Not just a mercy, on also multiple, our World Cup in Aston, and also our Nimia Pa, Minister Ante Tenepe, and some Atuta, Atubeson at Amo, some Koya Mepato Mercy, only some Urama, I in 20, I 22, I woke up across World Cup, Messi upon your 4 games, none of both 4 games and also 5 goals. na onim sem 2026 World Cup way after some Messi abaja 3 goals no Messi our says again and as some 3 games no Messi our says 10 goals net us money about this season our World Cup and us no net us our Super and Mr. Leo Messi je orano so kuswa ono so aye ona ken se World Cup no and the parents seven Super and some at the na mami altar also prediction after say ball group stages in area no and I tell altar I analysis penny for also at the year you can prediction about percentage of material pounds after group stage amaya favorite as a World Cup no about some at the senate me put altar for one almost I tell France after group stage net as Omokwanimupa almost 18.7% Argentina and so Tossiman our 16.3 Spain at Tossiman our 13.5 England at Tossum and our 9.7 Brazil at Tossum our 7.5 and another talent and some our 5.1 Minister of Tenepe and some Atuta at Meso at Amo not me part of Victor John Corres our crown Olimsa over Sweden woman so Kokosa Omaya you're from France not implement and I willing Saliba on the Saliba album at the Arsenal not Victor John Corres or Sianka Amo Pianto say why you ready so over France why you ready so over willing Saliba or did a person come on and obey no almost ready almost ready me put in common
our best. We have to do our defensive organization almost perfect, and then of course take the chances we're gonna get in the game. I'm looking forward to see him and looking forward to play against him. So it's gonna be fun. We have our confidence. I think we have to believe in ourselves, and we've seen in a lot of games this tournament that you can win games and you can do well even though you.
Enti way aye Victor John Corres nkoma ono some ade atuta mame Kevin omo goalkeeper ano aye Fosina na wade nkoma onu se omoya jumaden anu ya Kevin qualify na abra omo se kwakosha Argentina our round of third cup of verde and some Argentina ano ana goalkeeper ne den ada me pato Fosina goalkeeper ne se onka amobiante jotona face omo tomu krono ayakitwa bi na tese Kevin krono ay very very small na tese omontena endonso na mom also ojire pasam bebe omo ko okwa beto na tese omo good players and abam ama enede omo Euromo all round of 32 na against Argentina on say abaya very tough na mom omo ojidie even to omo krono and sheda enso na mom supporters kromo any players omo there ojire so omo abetu akomanem yintesma Fosina era tuta.
We are from small country, but we knew also then we will come here to compete, and there is a lot of quality in our national team. Maybe for many of you think like the Cape Verdean player is not good enough, but we come here to show that we have a lot of quality and our player can play everywhere in the big competition, in the big leagues. We grow up with a lot of difficulties, and our grandparents and our parents they sacrifice a lot to educate all of us. So I think we show the resilience of.
Enti way aya Cape Verde goalkeeper Votina and also enkomo on the ade giant it is update ni pa ye wura na fanya transfer kitwabe na afayen sti form be jafo so yesita mame Jean aya Diomande akroba Liverpool etinachi si Santa Bona kasa na Jean Diomande o se opese okopo antequota ye fani sa aya Louis aya Enrique and some Paris aya Saint-Germain na reporter mete and it's a PH and some at the offer and so yeah. You can some 10 lives almost to Timor, not the tennis corner PH and so economic system Paris Saint-Germain at 100 million euros and at them echo not yes 100 million euros now one episode to econo yes America 90 call na Anton so I 10 na amount some I tell on your table cry you from celebs Timor Jantom net as acrona you phone says Jean Aya Diomante also Paris Saint-Germain not yes 10 I'm so upon 5 and 5-year deal acquisition to Monday and so abako PH or super Paris Saint-Germain intercession almost ekusua processor crano also ayatina antoa and a chance to quotum akone furniture ayatia granite ayo zonka onim sa ore furniture shabi alonso on granite zonka almost ayatuma pen on a can say by off Oliver Kusen now the tennis is oil player at the black cat of Sun Talent and granite ayo zonka on also SK and to Jones almost £8 million talent adequate Emma Santan for an airport Dami Antennas a chance and a pay yes so I'm penny offer and so abastan airport because play on the zombie I lost over here and some our chance almost ayatuno Mammy Anton Villa goalkeeper and Emilaro Aya Martinez Dami Antennas to Fentos almost to 18 come on almost to play now. The funny side here, Emilano Ayo Martinez from Ayata Aston Villa, Emma Orifice Argentina, almost number 1 a goalkeeper on the trophy, almost episode goalkeeper now, woman some about to me Arcano, young Canis Ayata Newcastle, Aya United, woman Epe Borussia Dortmund, woman Aya midfielder, on also Apartment Germany, and a Senatunum, and Aya Felix Imecha, report Tamete, and it's at Newcastle, a son says Sandro Tonelli, and like so about to me Frituna Cono, almost some access and the day says Sandro Tonelli Aqua, the best replacement, and so Abayakona, your first Felix Imecha, and also a reporter, a Newcastle United, woman to Master Empa, Brahim Diaz, report Tamete, yes, Brahim Diaz, Waka S to PM Sanyatia on Abafi Madrid on Air Prime Jazz, our unfinished business with Air Madrid, almost Air Tinum, on Abaya, somebody about Tono, now I can see a front tutor, says he said to honor episode or remarted, almost Air Tinum, Mepato Cathy Jones, Ellie Fopo player, report Tamete, and it's Ayate Arsenal, almost to answer, say, enemy Pato Liverpool, planet Cathy Jones, almost to Edin Koma, Minister of Tenepe, and some Atuta, now almost any falling on, yes, Liverpool for a demand £35 million sterling, and still a crown almost to outcome. Now, Arsenal, almost Victor John Corres. Oh yeah, I dare not for sale. Anton Nam and to any channel account into Victor Joe Corresor, according to Arsenal, as the planner, and also Abatana, Arsenal, Omaya Rete, woman at the £80 million sterling. And so Ramo at the Amakona fans to Bruno Guamarez into Arsenal among Sopomo, woman up Panisam, woman to 80 million, and some Ayatel pounds, and so Ramo Newcastle, woman and Captain near Bruno, me Pato Guamarez, almost a Bruno, almost Alcofanapa, Unum Uko player Fanisa Ayatia, Mal Ayakusto Asra, report to me to Anisam. Ento, I am Moraska Wakafa, Manchester City Timino, yes, Upper Crana, you finish them, I had Molo Gusto, Ama and come 2 times to Uncle, so yes, the plan is to Antum, so Pasoko Kai, and some Atimaman Sate, and Anoya Yamalo Gusto Chance, almost to Uncrano, about to Mr. Eremo, our Manchester Ayate, and Eka Kampa, yet Ebesim, not the tennis mommy, I Julian Alvarez, is out there. Amount for Alcazar Forest or play Ayatel Stop on. Report at pay from Tiago Pablo Simeone, Atlantic Ayamantra, Woman Ayamaneta, and for Julian Alvarez, and Mr. Yase Atiko for Ajita Ponsal Forest, and so out to respected Timino in a Edison coach and Ayatel Petrum, and some other 2,000 or no on part of the command of the PM or Besson or Copanza. Not Demi Anthony says so was in a pair, and so catch out to let you come out and penny for say, so Anthony Amanan Cobasta. I tell Obefa Teletic Oyamajan, and also at me Patafri Pano, and also answer Alpa, intercession down France, a San Teletico, Modifonus of Panam, and so at this respect to a more intimate idea almost about Tono, and I reporter, and also for Alpa, Minister of Tenepe, and some Atuta, Mammy Fancy Mama Crona, ye funny some I tell me Patolo Gone, me Patro Piace, almost Asa Cranum, me Patro the tennis on all, and some of Italy, not a point to me after some. Paris Saint-Germain, also answer Cronafon Salianto, and so I am a patolon goalkeeper, almost to Abaman I a trust goalkeeper, at Paris Saint-Germain, Mutimano, not me patomo goalkeeper now, your phone is Ayata Renato Marino, and also Alcolon, and so our Portugal, on this very not another pay, in Confon Consul Saman, Mammy Fancy, I want to with your Piamano town, and the pay, Musofa, Jam Comedy Alpano, Mammy for Asdenipe, and for Emma Covton, I a bronze band, and I'm a patro, yes, woyɛ one engagement woyɛ outdooring and the first outdoor na wodie na open bronze band papa ɛyɛ koftom ɛyɛ bronze band ɛna ne pɛmɛ kafo at amount victory from fiha na fe ɛne mpanifo bɛni come na koftom bronze band ɛnso ntumi amana na fe wodwuma dia wodie no ntumi anya kama ɛnso amfa amount ɛne kyɛ koftom video center ɔmo me patchom Temem airport the tennis me patcho pan life matches ɛna wokɔ na fe wotumi akɔ ntwani nyina me patcho condition available yɛbɛma free wifi ampa monitor game nam networks of phone crowd na o enjoy wifi na o enjoy air condition space so o kama me pa chop awania ye kan se meme airport ye pe honorable sante ono so at toilet no we anya bofo mi no mo po ame ama an pay me plan to ya me konko phone close so eko fan some ne pay atme so at abroad me din one second at ko bi atena se obeso me na fe what to so at ama senete phobio to so for my
Merasipa, Ajem Kamerasipa Papa. Victory 95.3 FM, and our son Egusa Utia Agrofie. Yes, ya come on nearby, ya banana be din come on matured. And our first war dedicated discussions about the ball ruling. Kofi Amponsa Ahmed is seated. And what you Frank Erujefi Capito. And so etimi atrase ebe ni akoda ko din komo kakra na so no etimi ayekama we say good morning boss, it's your boy Onana from Nkrankum. Yes, Nkrankum, keep it up. Okay, yeah, that's a pa Onana, yeah, that's a papa also obetimi at SMS aba e wo so no so na ya ye ho adwuma etumi da 0245 772447 0245-772-447. Yento de kakamba na yemamedi enkomo elfudium a ensam no doso pa ene ya hwea yebesinye ma ento de kakamba na yemedi enkomo ABA Herbal Clinic Limited. ABA Herbal Clinic Limited. Me patcho so utimi kan no pain as glaucoma do nya cataract etesi woni so na opese obutu ase edema wa betimi aboa pa emanye matimi ay kama menstrual disorder amutimi eye ho adwuma and what is sexual weakness, hypertension, stroke, prostate and at all bema cancer and our face no liver problem, kidney related diseases biano obo etimi aboa enti sa utimi kan no pay etense a test woni so nko ade a wadu ana baby ambetima so yare no eye nia fa no say ABA Herbal Clinic Limited na yama etumi aye kama channel nsoma me say opo magira kwan a uwuram awa kaso de importer mu a me patcho millennium inside at the last stop and on sabe tumi aka ABA mpenifo and what uwuram awa kuma senso a kwada so dwena se omo any main market no na ebe amu main market na chipe bomade awuram no go pay bi ne ma enye kama emfama uwuram nso awonye fese go so a Genesis FM e patcho every Wednesday bia no kwade bia omo tena se Genesis FM premises wa na omo timi asayare na nyama timi ay kama face no uwuram awonye fese domahin kuro nso a omo bay Ebenezer Preparatory School adjacent Apia Kubi Ecoastal no ehwa na onsabe timi aka ABA ipani for nyamo nso atimi adin komo sana so so betima ajama twofoi na wajenchemu a eno anso asemedie 0541 0541 565 199 and 020 0502 812 161 0502 812-161 na ABA Herbal Clinic Limited in penny for any and come Mommy's Joy Fast Food and no pays otiminka na opese udidi main party ya school na so office obe here duane se opese o place order me patcho available say fried rice and ope plain rice, jollof rice, any akokonam, and as any fish, and I will pen quadia, a Mommy's Joy Fast Food, and I will quaquatibi, and I'm a team I come at the amount. Channel to some year juma from Sunday to Friday. It's your na what you mean can't go on the hour fear up as old dear, what the place who order, over the bebro, then I'm a team I come. Channel so almost a bay, a mem, a fellow said GP station, no, a wha and so on a moa, almost a yoma juma, Jama Chufrene, Mommy's, and so any and come on. I was 0249 410 448 and 0548 390 316. Now a baby to me I kama. Afarijan Thai doctor say utie now be here Thai brand new second hand. Say a year long track and I say Kasa Kasie type bi a wo pɛ wo sa betumi aka ye tie no a chepa esan so quality me pa to shado swam se ne bo no eta form bomodi a kwada kwajibi na enyema enye kama enso entimi emfama say tractor tie timber tie na wo pɛ nko ade a wo sa betumi say tube no so akasa mu ne de to tie ni ma sa ne apompe no wo sa betumi aka bi say rim na wo pɛ small size and a big size na wo pɛ nko ade a wo sa betumi aka bi say ebali said dey o car and asa wo tie no wonya flat tie wonya puncher opeso be yema wa frɛ no ewa ho macho face no nyema enye kama 0241 715 158 and 0556 759 926 imem omo ewo airport hey ya omo cemetery no and ye upstate in Kenshin road ne so story building na ewo near first polyclinic na chi no ehwa enso anomo wo ema enyema enso ye kama Boyak Healthcare and Diagnostic Center Boyak Healthcare and Diagnostic Center me pato locus 1 anomo ewo say liver diseases waposo eya wo ya eno achi wo akoma problem with skin infection is hansa egu honam nani ana say enyema brekese egu honam nani na opesa omo eboa wo paade a eye Boyak Healthcare Australia e de akwaji bie say eye akoma problems bia candidiasis omo etimi boa hepatitis B C E omo betimi aboa virus na bibia timi kama oye oba oye bema na awo wa 5 for 7 years na awo ne ma me pacho baramo fa so na enyema enye kama stomach ulcer sexual weakness uye bema uye oba impama gudie enkonkan a ewaduro adese baby abenya we aresa Boyak Healthcare and Diagnostic Center set typhoid fever area hudu bia omo betimi aboa na nyema kama locus 1 omo ne evangelist akwese wa so no Pillar of Zion omo wona chipe omo ya juma from 8:30 a.m. to anywhere 4 p.m. for Dr. Isaac Boache ewa homatro faiso na ji nchemu a eno enso asimidi 0559 121 038 0559 121 038 na enyama enye kama enso entimi emfama okay mame nkoma meyi ni aka no enso entimi emfafuo Kofi Amponsa Ahmed Prof atanase yanko ne yankodi nkama aka matured and after well educated discussions about set the ball rolling pa iti Victory 95.3 FM and our so egusa uti na Agrofie a free sam yakọ pem say 2 million ball ene yentena na bibia enye kama Prof bibia abakọ de
so here
nyame atumi bia kama
95.3
say efie nso ye bia
oh nyame adom ade pachi e de na say I say
of course
e de asidan bebe ma do boy
yeah
ono kwa ne hia asidan
of course
yeah
okay we say na mini message de fan feel it over the weekend stops the doson yes in some the doson point if yen nante no pay yen nante
obi o meda si
Victory FM
machetifo na ya mo bibia kwa baba issue so na macha the nation prophet will do for something who can him ado kasa samuel go so na o monitor ya so radio 95.3 FM Victory FM and our social media handles I say our challenge kakra with Facebook no it's a YouTube I don't say do na YouTube no crowd
you
had a quality in everything I want my Agrofie and any team na a superb it took YouTube so Victory TV half mem Victory TV half mem so hwa nkwa menhwe men
95.3
this program name o share na oyonko so etimi ahwe bi so no we won say feedback na be massive tie be do mo SP so mo so monitor temia so I think say I can quite start no or started from my favorite sports with me update here kama SN nyameboa the third Grand Slam of every calendar year the Wombare Championship no ever started. I think say the last time a team for update on French Open Roland Garros no it is the third Grand Slam of every calendar year. In the calendar year I've started about ATP tours no do ni nyina no one to whom say ni nyina there were 4 main Grand Slams and only define every tennis player career so to me win bia no more there's account so to me win Olympic gold medal account the last time we check mu picture for us so winning 4 main Grand Slam now win Olympic gold medal it means say when your golden career Grand Slam we ni adeɛ baako a ɛne ɛtumi toa so the 4 May Grand Slam we started with Australian Open no about we run ground say the French Open to we Australian Open you make sure say no you're born hard court now but the French Open so and say clay court World Merit Championship a grass court the US Open so a hard court this time around the US Open is starting now we started bra World Cup period now starting
95.3
yama enini homo this is one we the tennis fans no na ombemo when ya kon yi and matches and as games ni people because so I mean we are desperate to watch some of the games ahead of the World Cup games in Kribiti Makosun bi so hono we say na your game Japan against Brazil 12 game at the center how matches you be sleep after match obi are desperate to watch Netherlands Morocco so there but national World Merit Championship we started so hono but the previous two the omi say a bra you room the Aus Open, Australian Open, the men's singles in a Kausa class, man, winning the men's singles. A bra, winning against a 38-year-old Novak Djokovic. Sabe not 38 years. With me winning against him so honum. At the same time, so by the women's side, so and a Yetiminya Elena Rybakina, it me twaso a winning the first Australian Open title. A bra will make sure say, winning against that ground, no, the way favorite. Of we comfortable no Arena a friend say Arena Sabalenka excellent tennis player by our standard also to be winning against her so 6-4 4-6 6-4 and to be winning so on and if we know about the men's singles or the Aus Open and then Alexander Zverev it me twa so a winning our friend say the men's singles so about the French opener also to be twa so winning so on also winning against Fabio Koboli from Italy. Also, to me, twice winning against him so on man. Now, by the women's side, so Mera Andreeva, as an historic win. Friends, a major tournament. Also, make sure also to me winning against what major the friends say Chalinska. As so on to me twice in Wajmao. To win money or more to me winning the two major competition about the men. And women singles doubles one but the concentration more now and I was singles no so one now the back way you say and over the year 2021 US Open champion about the women's side I Emma Raducanu this lady was interested in say at the age of 18 and ultimately winning the Grand Slam title the first Grand Slam title over the US Open or between all us winning against Canadian Lara Fernandez winning against her since then what this lady coaches she keeps on changing coaches tentimi mwa Emma Raducanu so anase Raducanu eso timi enkwani muso hon and I want to say na ye tell Saturday say ni injury na no wanya na go betimi ato aso aba bebo over the World Merit Championship you sure the plan right now is to play we ni ade no wo mo but Adia Bakwaban said this lady intimate twaso in Romuhon. So I withdraw from the Wimbledon due to an injury in the way to me Enyaso. So the dream as will be to me a winning a title. And because for Great Britain or Timako will be or US Open or tries to be to me with the Wimbledon Championship and in the dream no at me abba fire Muhammad this lady so intimate quenim so a man of speedy recovery so be to me a room now with my boss a you on. Do check in some more can I say I can't believe I'm saying this, but suddenly I've had to withdraw from Wimbledon. The niggle I have been my managing was developed into a stress fracture, and I have been medically advised to stop pushing through. Playing at Wimbledon means everything to me, so this is really difficult to process. I look forward to seeing you when I'm back. When I say this young chap etimi atwaso ambikiso so here how in obetimi recover timi baby room home there's also painful you so ne say it over the defending champion of this friends and now we timi win 2023 2024 year cross akara so also by draw
okay
after so we need the Aus Open winning against about the master of what hard court or the Aus Open and Novak Djokovic. And this time around, also on mixing the French Open through injury, wrist injury. And this time around, also mixing this one, or mixing this one, or mixing the Queen's Court tournament at the Queen's Masters. and also the categories are about the Wimbledon Championship because I also a glass to make sure so ye man san about the Wimbledon Championship. What make say the news was so about to say and you likely so bit my day obit me romu etimi IBB so as here I didn't so hard me for this young chaps also etimi say my recovery is going well and I'm feeling much better, but unfortunately I'm still not ready to compete. This is why I have to withdraw from the grass court at Queens and Hot Wimbledon. They are 2 truly special tournaments for me, and I will miss them a lot. We will keep working to come back as soon as possible. And with me twice a day. Into here, I didn't say about media producer or 2 more or Tiakunyamano. Also, among tennis players are or more we need the 4 main Grand Slams so in their career. That's why we need 4 main Grand Slams now. It means a career Grand Slam in what me achieve. To the gold medal and can Olympic gold medal can now be a golden career Grand Slam title so and what me twice I said you man and also the US Open we know 2 occasions, Wimbledon Championship we know 2 occasions, French Open we know 2 occasions, and all the US Open so can this year and let me twice so hot. But injury you know am I you who this chap so on man interesting year say hard years so and also the path of players no musu remu a friend say Wimbledon na and the first one about Tosu and nobody coverage we had a path for the baby Ramwa in a 110 say these are the players on Umbisha. Their tough game will be to me Ramono. So on the final 60 pass it be rum the round 2 sad you will say fish I was in the year 2023 I brought mobile us open finance so a great show or this financial fast to me to us yes edge so on Romoa or no Andrew Reb of bit me share around 4 so on at the same time so when Alice hot Olga Elisma also if you Canada so bit me share so and I next son so to me qua on in semi finance and Sunday finance no so Alexander's ref so I also winning just ended Uranga so bit me in MET so on and you for the top 4 about the women's side, the men's side now. The top one, or Muramu, no Muru, or Modeko, as one. The first one, Arena Sabalenka, and then when you road or do Remua, or the Baby Remua, Emma Robert, friends, Robert, Camu, so, and they know this one could be members also our draw, our count Naomi Osaka. One of the finest tennis players, so hormones between in a Mera and River, on just ended French Open, and as a one girl, so Timmy Winnie, so on. The front of Jessica Pigura. On US International, one of the finest tennis women also a woman, and son Elena Rabakina, as what you know, so Lusu to Elena Rabakina, or this year's hot friends US Open, and I said the Australian Open, so on, or I said the ultimate room bit me any tournament to be on this league Becumbiano, or a favorite, but they no, how on your discipline on the foot. And then attacking an aggressive style on for defensive style kind of game no and then in the arena Sabalenka so name team Kosima so of one man na Elena Rabakina also a second favorite so was bit me room so a one man also kwa one team say on Amanda Hoffo and Isovo first and Ismova as bit me share honum and Sana in the semi-finals no Iga Swiatek 95.3 it's only the defending champion of what this tournament last year on a Yannick winning the men's singles and also winning the women's singles so on and he also tries to be so to me coin one be sure and Sarina Sabalenka no with me so to me na kofana so the next one so hot Iga Swiatek from Poland. He's the face of tennis this time around. Eba clay quarter. The Roland Garros, the French Open, is the queen of clay so on. And also it me qua one thing you say, and over Jessica, a friend say Jasmine Hot Paluni from Italy, so on. And son with me also Amo with me baby Shelina Rabakina and the fan as so that fan as you say and fans more na desperate to so move say bit Messi, Arena Sabalenka so on moi, LC ADB bit me. And the last one is Jessica Pigura, also to be Roma or the Coco Golf. A bay two US International must be so Coco Golf as we to me room at the same time so Arena Sabalenka and the finals no on your friends Elena Hot Rabakina so we the women's side now almost try to be to but the men's side so in the defending champion next sinner on route so and the moi Baby Remois Daniel Medvedev quarterfinal stage, one tennis player, everything about the stand when he bet home. But one thing about him, no, so lose concentration. A broke so the elbow, until Emma Tembiano, and a man could see so Emma so on. And as that's reps, you say, so to me, qua, with no, at me a cofana so on. The next person so, honum so, your health, your friends say, at their friends, Alexander's ref. the defending champion as we win the French Open I Roland Garros so no so timi kwa Yannick Sinner the person will be to my toss now Ben Shooting one US international is very good excellent forehand very powerful forehand about so about tennis you can't take anything away from that player and so on more also beat me Roman at the same time so Canadian also your friends Australian also your friend Alex Olgahod Alisman also beat me Roman more also quarterfinals with me Roman on a likely on over the COVID beat me semi-finals no on a Yannick Sinner and a finals on Alexander Zverev so beat me meet so on and a bench shooting these are the top seed four about the women's championship also to me Roman in the semi-finals and Alexander beat Messi and finals no or the national special. So when the update ya the mado do na no e wo the Wombody championship
okay
e baso this year so very hard e be say at the end of the tournament no the men's side no Yannick Sinner e wo mi say wantimi anya de wo the French Open Roland Garros there boy favorite so betumi left side we see so on and about the women's side no Aruna Sabalenka ano a G3 kakra but about whom say and all work on a temperament on the court and like it's also between me winning the women's side so on one to any update and me tier for about the Wombody championship starting and nyambo ebe ma update to say e betumi awie so kakra bi football
kakra be
they say the brain one you family
okay
and I want to know me say games ni bi wo na games na wo no we should say before say baby wura na before she be more the round of 32 no na 9 African countries na qualify it me room hon na update back so informative for say the material for and say about the group stage 72 games about the group stage before and first game about a round of 32 no. Na 215 goals and an yashe 215 goals in yashe
out of 72
games no to finding a year almost 2.99 goal per game and goals per game need me twice year you must so
okay
there can't be one player and actually 6 goals one player breaking that one player and actually 6 goals so on and after 4 goals so 4 players and actually 4 goals so 4 players and I made 4 goals each each at the same time so far 3 goals so you 10 players and I made 3 goals each and after 2 goals so 23 players and I made 2 goals each 23 players at the same time 105 players and I made at least a goal and at 12 players and I say on goals.
Okay.
But you can in Albuma 155 players now made 215 goals no. No matter 155 players no. E move 143 and a 1 goal no credit to them. I will between their mom. And move 12 so no on goals one. So we need the breakdown of goals so it may PM or the tournament and so on. So already I break the record order that at the year 2022 year no 172 goals or so in a break it because of the number of games here but also I expanded no 2022 there are 64 games and that's happening in the group stage round 72 and yabo it round 16 so in around 32 so I'm a 1 goal the game between South Africa and Canada so one game I'm share I'm real homework South Africa for no. They dominated the game from the brass of the house up to the end of the vessel. They created a goal scorer opportunity and also on the tournament. And they were kind of more like no, say on the convert on chances of creating. We sure say no more commentary na me monitor. Now I'm very disappointed in them. We should kind of fast to create chances and how they dominated the game now. The amount this South African team no very good no say they almost coached by an experienced coach in the shape of Hugo Bruce. At the same time so no, the core of our team no a team are rather standard winning the CAF Champions League.
They know themselves.
The telepathy no ho understanding cohesion so ho. It na one so mad the Canadians or mom that game no. But he took the brilliance. You're quite fast. You go on crowd. They were going to buy my commentary no. Now go no quite fast. You say go no. Now we expect it.
95.3.
Here experience and as a place at this stage. Or make me bomb board a decided game no.
Okay.
And I'm going to a tournament so and South African good game no. Team I'm real humana to say me kodano. South African. You also hear game now. Team B. You say this team there from the brass of the house up to the end of the so I'm deserve. So winning or went to win and is winning now. I had to be a hard year for us South Africans and the Canada for team qualify. Or by the first nation or more room around 16. At the same time, host nation so more room and for the first time in their history, so more room the knockout stage. Almost like Timia Twaso, a Timia Kwaku room around 16 so ADBS you so. And the game when we say a tough game. When we say Netherlands Morocco what day. Game no Japan and Brazil. Japan and Brazil. my Brazil for directed this Japanese. I'm a very good squad. The amount and the Agrofie Gideon and Nubian Gidio Brazil for no. As your first game no money Morocco boy na. And the Nya Ismail Sabari is first go no. From them responded one up to date 7 goals on machine from 1 up to date no. And the Brazil phone consider.
Okay.
Now as Mero Omadi Omuye in the year 2002 World Cup. 2002 World Cup one share 7 goals no more consider. 2002 World Cup, so they won the World Cup.
Victory FM.
That is a no idea back when Brazil for so here. So bit me room at the IUBB against this Japanese side.
Okay.
Because of when yes, I came play a in the profile. And it got the bomb board. I bet my bomb Japanese for team, Japan for team. Coach in about 3 back, 4 midfield. No about 2 players behind the main attacker. Very excellent and compact team. In the medium area, the midfield area, and I had almost strength. They play against a Brazilian side, so they know. I share the second and third game now. Almost maybe I'm strong on area my foot.
Okay.
Bruno Guimaraes, Casemiro, at the same time as Lucas Paquetá. These are the 3 players are on midfield on them. Not 3 players so winning. Vinicius Junior, I are standing this tournament. The tournament when you know. And then the game also makes sure so decide what Brazil for say. And the Gideona ever kakra krano. And yet just group stage. But in the knockout stage, you know, I best stand authority so on them. Because as a size so one more from player friend Ryan. It's all no and then Rafinha prior no. I be take over that position so. And sana when you hot in the Matheus Cunha. Excellent player about standard. What you trust you so. So where a squad of Brazil they on board about attacking side now in the midfield area now. But their defense is suspect because they are from goalkeeping up to the number 5 you know age in your side. Apart from Gabriel Magalhaes, about 28 years. Players na Kenya no. Obiya about 30 years.
Okay.
Danilo, almost 34 years. And they offer McKinnon 32 years. Offer Douglas Lewis also. Also, our is in the same place. Also, one thing is that player also almost 33 years. And some of their goalkeeper, Alisson Becker 33 years. So age and no players on the side about much one. This Japanese team so very pacey attack. I know any idea about this game, a very tough game. But I say with experience of Carlo Ancelotti and how he managed knockout stage, especially in the Champions League, you know, it be a bit me a narrow win against them. So 8 media couldn't so Netherlands against Morocco. Obio, this is a game one. Also be away. Men na kohe.
Victory.
Okay.
And na kohe. A game with a battle, no, ebe me for on. Battle, no, ebe me for on.
Okay.
We also Morocco for me for now. Are you Buandi? That young player na Manchester City for per service. Big class ne call for this player service. Just 18 years. And no na ma Arabat ain't me start the game no.
Okay.
At the same time was Zadi Onai. Yen be 2022 obe here. No more na friends say Iniesta. Morocco Iniesta. On a creative on the link up between the midfield and attack no. He caught a shock. This player so a play beyond so I want to bet my woman in my con. I same time one no air hot. Are you excellent player about standard? Also from AS Roma. Or only that young player no the body base or the midfield on.
Okay.
Me no in any one attack no you the bomb.
Yeah.
So Morocco elbow against Netherlands team so after so many Japan ball draw we you know. And then almost so air flying in colors.
Okay.
So no idea money here you so horma. In the so you know for them the mom the bomb port. I name the Frankie de Jong at the bomb port. That's what they are for.
Okay.
So they are playing against a well organized Dutch side. Now Dutch side so play against a well organized Moroccan side. And easy. The battle will be the medium area, the midfield area. Team will be to control by the midfield area. No bit my asking say Morocco what it takes so meet my comment. But look at how that for next year now. Almost remember slim advantage so meet my advantage ahead of Moroccan so meaning.
Okay, but as a prof, but as a papa say one simple etimi a day amame 11 abo ye bana be din komo fan kadu je fede kakaba so foreign ye wia na ye si form na ba be di efie nkomo the Black Stars of Ghana and some ha how to folk ye kakra and so haiti fan kadu je fie atena se mamenyi message we emfa emfi ho na Frank Embra. We say I'm Regan. I say inside in Kuma Washington Bay. Gosu Road. Okay. I say by the way, you are number 1 sports presentation in a half for. I say I love you guys and Kasa victory all the way. I say voice of Ahafwampa, can't stop listening to you guys. Okay, and I say Mr. Regan, and that's Papa Frank Erujevi Capito. Maybe I'm call there. Okay, and not a crack a clear beyond foreign now. You Murphy and a time again see a pa. Yes, in some of the Dawson into a D in some of those out here. You be seeing it. I came on foreign now. You didn't come over here.
All right. I mean that's will be enough. Okay. Copy more go so patu. Bedu mi anka sama da ba ko pe o mo ntajuma den sanso na seto asna e cha de memes na high school on free programs no in the Agrofie and just no going to me 95.3 na obio I dare say prof justice to so many of the stories and anka na wo ho and in fact still we see attach stories no me say why na kama instead we see kan no me quick na say be betimi aba any local stories no so now be say me hwe African teams are motimi qualify from group stages no equal one of 32. Obonim say after I said FIFA expanded World Cup participating teams no equal 48 no I dare say the amount for ombekasa especially omo attack Africa say that 10 slot no credit am yen deserve especially when really formally of Manchester United be can say na Africa there ye mo 10 say na obo the 10 say with the percentage nya no Europe na work se pa Europe enya 16 Africa enya 10. I dare say we him North America enya 6, South America enya 6, Asia enya 9, and Oceania for no so enya 1 ho. Now surprisingly, obo your ball group stages in we no Africa and the team recorded the highest percentage of qualified teams. And the culture say African teams are and they omo qualify by World Cup no go ho no massacre and omo deserve so munya that 10 slots no. Okay. And they copy from the CONCACAF no Obio, out of 6 and 3 pen qualify. USA, Canada, Mexico, the team qualify. And I so I'm host no. See, I can say the host cities next year the qualify. And they are there so here got two so making comments. Say Africa should have fewer World Cup places. Gattuso, the legendary. Okay. On the comment I make about this same statement no. Say on TSS Africa, Jamaica has so many slots no. And see, and they after knockout stages no. Na continentally so the my hold on say qualify just Africa need deserve say yenya slot no na ohwa out of 10 no e Tunisia penalty man qualify oh enti yenya Algeria South Africa on free enra round of 32 no enya Cape for the first time Ivory Coast Egypt Ghana Morocco Senegal and then DR Congo ho no ma kire say in the African teams in the acquire no yakoba homodin ye pa now the hwe nim say not just qualifying to the round of 32 pay. You bet must advance ahead. Akwenim. And then ma enne Morocco Netherlands game no view. Many you cry. Too early mami. Because African nations no ba kwa me person okwa nim pa. Na me hu ni say what team so bet ma kwa nim Morocco. Okay. Na obi o mo Netherlands proper semi-final match. Proper World Cup semi-final match. Because we are talking about Netherlands. For the past 10 years, every time we are qualified from group, a round of 16. Previously, na bonus the Dutch team, no, the Orange, no, qualify the 10 previous World Cup ayabo. Every time we are more advanced. And then Morocco, so the last time 2022, be the first African nation or semi-final. And see, I had said next game back, I know bet my thing. Okay. Now I'm hearing him say, Morocco bet maybe Obio. Nina say, who from the group stages, no. Morocco game of boy in the first match against Brazil. You know the Morocco here, in fact against Haiti, I'm considering him say, hey, now more consider saying, but I'm here 4 for the first time I'm World Cup match on with match 4 goals
okay
and very actually say game way game enye easy I see both teams scoring because Netherlands on money honum na obi there's a squad na no dey ye pa Samson Morocco so anti from the lineup likely some betim the room no me who say both teams a bit match na me hear him say upon the squad that Ronald Koeman it be room nyina chi no esa Morocco it me qualify
okay
yen hwe that Moroccan team no especially in the midfield Senegal Prof Ekana game way no obi e be midfield battle man Bobby enya a fantastic tournament for the Netherlands fantastic tournament in fact the more was 3 pa anti so our Kodigapo on the left no Malin on right with Frankie de Jong Gravenberch and Tijani Rangers midfielder obi you can Liverpool Barcelona Man City in the midfield but you who are you boarding so against Brazil or check Casemiro mo Bruno Gomares mo say masa nyedi ne de bobo ne mo nyesi abasi aba obo game no enti game and then no Mijidus Ibrahim Diaz SOC form in this tournament who sampa na assist so far about 2 assists for honum a watch say e ba only day bia say play be obetime see form ama Moroccan national team na obetime amake it enti a big game minimum stories of Brekebiri honum I see hwe but ni nyina mu no I see both teams scoring but Morocco film honum obi ebem ya ye pie because one African nation and can expect say obetime akonanim kakra bi there's an opta on a panel stories no now okay opta percentage of am I hold on betimi den aje and they wake up no now currently omo dey group stages near boy ni nyina omo best 11 aba na the man and the manager who say your Ghana ni ba ku wom in Marvin Senenya yes okay enti we opta omo say group near boy ni nyina ka so mo ni first 11 from the wake up there's a goalkeeper Vozia of Keved and omo that post nim
okay
right back, Omobo Marvin Senenya, the only Ghanaian na omeki that up to first best 11 no. Center backs no, Kubasi of FC Barcelona and then Daini of Kived. Left back, Omaya Nakamura of Japan. In the midfield, Omaya McKennie of USA and then Vite of Ecuador. Messi, Vinicius, Mbappe, Haaland. And according to Opta, omo statistics company omo no outrase no man analyze the game no matter if your goals album and the players performance omo best 11 from the group stage no and they say yet me Ghana ni back in the shape of Marvin Senenya say indeed Ghana so intimi enye bad cry all wake up movie o
okay me da sepa yeba be din komo e wo fie yeba be din komo e wo fie 11-17 and about e wo fudiemu a ma menyi we emfa e fie Kanawu beaters and I don't pay so what time can yes I know a K beaters Kanawu beaters I don't know Sanon Sumame say usisi era ya menstrual problem me pacho we no to untimi the general body pains uchepi ya sexual weakness e be diwa kaginamu pa yes enti mama ni akopɛ Kanawu beaters ne bito say ekobasa constipation also edunya na untimi nyanyama yi a unumbia nyama betima damo yema dawa kama pa ema etimi aflu say koko also edunya nso a me pacho K beaters eno ye Kanawu obetimi Nyama aye kama and what is sexually transmitted infections gonorrhea and what is syphilis ahodro nyina no eboatimi toase at the mouth enti utimi kan no pay a channel so say kbites no aba e the mouth wo ba wo bema aba the mouth FDA agya tumu pa na omomrane no so de Kanawu bites was a double the action Kanawu bites was atopa 10,000 Kanawu bitters was in Nubra and Kwa. And Shannon so say we no FD Ajatum, yes, only 18 years me patrol unqualified. Man, and what she said, we your bar na uma akolanu fua. And I say we no uyo ba na se wonyemu a unqualified say o se wuram na akopebito but madi a ko near fa no say tour bus and say sports ahodro bia e wo kroduamu a Ghana fana ba bia unsa betumi akabi wuram anso e wo near fa say emem go so hafo at beyond so a odifo unsa betumi akabi o na so era bibia e kama sano so me so betumi to bi aton yes for your name for bi me yen stop la obi yes or therefore yes inti uwram anso emem go so enya hafo potem ho a ye or therefore and I was able to me akabi e wora so ye 0542 0592656666 and 0592720844. Now can I be just in penny for and so in ni and come on. I'm gonna need Jan and your man come out. What toy anasa or toku shop anasa because nipa topa. Yes, nipa gusupanya sam kotwa. 24-hour herbal solution center. Another place I want to make hepatitis B, malaria fever, stomach ulcer, gonorrhea, stroke, and a do nya patcho baby bakope and I'll cause 24-hour herbal solution center. As you any bibia ayekama Shannon Sumame say when no so to untimi the dia 24-hour herbal pedifo ebeboa omo adwuma from Monday to Friday 7 a.m. to near 6 p.m. Nanyama ayekama Jawma 24 pedifo ni kobo 0550 328 869 and 0240-981-176. Nanyama anyakama and from Yabe Dinkoma kan samno adoso e mono so kwana ko na bibia ayekama na unim say after say Ghana your boy game we ya no ensampi and a dear chire eba nyame adoma. Yes, Saturday the Black Stars of Ghana and Colombia 1 of 32 at 1:30 a.m. and a side game on to me abaso. Now after the game in Panifobebri Ekasaye Ado Majid Waris a former player, former striker at the Black Stars of Ghana. What I'm saying attitude after the game. I was here share for your mistakes. Your first 3 games I about group series I was a boys mistakes you're going into your next game against Omayani D at Colombia. You change some kakra Ado Majid Waris and so etimi attitude.
95.3.
Something that everyone was hoping for Ghana, and then they've done it. I think that's the most important thing. The only thing is that we just have to learn from our mistakes from this game. I think we change a little bit. I think we just have to learn from it, and then we can progress. I think Ghana has been a team that have got a lot of young players, and then from the beginning I kept saying we have to get our players very compact, because Ghana, if you look at our system, we've been relying a lot on counter-attack, and then I think it works really well with us for the first, second game, and then the third game we were trying to be more open, and then we can see they punish us for that. You know, I always say history doesn't remember how everyone played, it remember the scores. Yeah. So I think it's how we played. And
okay, enti Ado Majid Waris Nedia and so I don't know. I don't want to Mami Wuram and so what they say. Jonathan Mensah and so etimi ekasa bebre e dey sampi e dey tuja also a happy pass boys no agom die and adwuma omobo dem the Black Stars no yema ye kama pa no Jonathan Mensah ono so die no anwachi Balotelli, Mario Bewa Balotelli, and so Kasaye. Yes, also you're proud of pa. Say the Black Stars of Ghana, Omo and so Cook eti Ghana ni manuachi or say Antoine Semenyo or Penny Bobo pa. It's Black Stars in your anymore. Say a baby abeti right come. Yen some Mario Bewa Balotelli, and so etimi edituja.
There is no Italy, so I support Ghana. Obviously, I'm from Ghana. I'm proud. I'm proud of Ghana.
Have you enjoyed watching them play?
Yeah, they're good. They're good. I think 2010 was the best team from Ghana.
They beat the United States. We never recovered.
I'm sorry. but yeah, no, the team is good.
Victory.
I love the player Semeno.
Oh. Yeah.
I love the way he plays. It's very good. But this team is good too.
Okay, I'll say team way a good pa or Pederia Samanyo and see upon the ball in some of the dorsal, Mananso Kwaneko. Yes, and I know Yanso a nya free Bewa Balotelli. And so I show you by the San 7p at the Tucha. And so etimi a day amount. Play another fun said Derek Lucasen. Let me fire a voice on the fancy. Now Strono and Timmy and Trust. Derek Lucasen the only goal. The Black Stars of Ghana. On the same credit to Ja or say players no Obia improve after your first game, second game, your last game of your boy over the weekend. Going into your game against Colombia no near chance or say boys improve into heard say Bibia a bit you come on Ghana to me I carry the day. I call the run of 16. Yen chance Derek Lucasen and so etimi edituja.
Victory.
Yeah, you can see that I think everybody's improving. There are very good national teams in Africa, and I think you can see it in this World Cup.
Hi Derek. Talk to us if you would about Carlos Queiroz's impact on this team. He's obviously not been with the team for very long. What's changed since he came in, from your perspective?
I think discipline. We are disciplined.
95.3.
We know what we have to do. He's clear in what he wants from the team. So I think that.
I know I had Derek Lucas and Ono Ananya, the only goal at the Black Stars of Ghana. It is San P. Area Tucha and what he player friends Brandon Thomas Asante and so at me Ekasaka Kra. I say, game a mobile idea, and your man and so intimate and queen, and mono, or say, oh, shall lose, I will lose ya demarco, shana, or say, boys, and a mood, our dressing room, or a dial, cacadembom, or more animals, and pajama modern bomu, Nanyama Ayakama, Brandon Asante Thomas, Ninsemni.
So, of course, we had that ambition, but yeah, we have to say that, you know, luckily we're still through, so perhaps in that aspect it was, you know, we're happy that it was here and not the first game or second game.
The mood in the dressing room.
The mood is quite down actually, and it needed a few people to remind us that, you know, we're in a position that we're not usually in as a nation, as Black Stars, and that in tournament football, if we want to go the distance, the focus, even though we want to win every game, the focus is that we progress to the next round, and there's been coverage on the fact the next game, things, you don't know how it works. It could, by the end, could work in your favour. You never know. So we just have to focus on whichever game is at hand and give our best to win.
Okay, I know I Brandon Asante Thomas. Then some and I want to me at two channel. My main fa hard to folk diano na yemfa AC. When him said the year 2023. Papa na ya fano say when handic. Yes, ebe wuramu ade my heart to folk. Oba acte and I say oba ya juma as technical director. And my heart to folk team no obadi bosono mako and watch 8 months pepe and I had to folk a one in kunsa na had to folk a one in kunsa we you know nya tiana says sikana was in come demand after na terminate contract no had to folk o man tua na and I'm soma nya tiana say papa no adia sam no akonya fans court of arbitration for sports ama almost so etimi pande had to folk yes almost pande say transfer Hard to folk entimi enyebi na report and pay ya saka and say uramu and so hard to folk bank roller papa for say togbe afare the 14th yes wetimi asane check and yeah 150 US dollars. Yes, $150 US. To me, at the Rakoma party didn't run handicap. Or also echo Ramo, Emma Bibia come to official report about say yes, Toby further Ako TSS Cano, Emma chance I said to me left transfer panda at that hard to folk. So into going to next season 2026-2027 Ghana Premier League. Ebenya hard to folk say Oya signings. I know also Sam Kakra. I know also every the Continental Club Masters hard to folk for BIA omo aswe ba ye gina so na efie nsam no ye tumedi ase nsam no doso pa ye kasi ye di adwen achi a ye be hwe nsu afra enti ye fansi wo ha why ye fansi wo na e me din komo prof Agrofie aba eni komo kaka.
Yeah, I think story do na about the Black Stars.
Yeah,
and it has to focus to go for the team I did need for every team about man the club net me room the transfer market no more team brief for our squad no the transfer ban at the moment no so would pay offer then every team make sure so because bro am the ban ne buy no or mama you honum say basse would me pay offer don't believe to the transfer ban and what team pay off so the next thing said the transfer ban be left now so get me running to the transfer market now or more before their squad because just ended Ghana Premier League in it said their squad cannot compete with the likes of Mediama, Go Stars, and even the Diana Stars. So they need to brief up their squad. One football club with me money players check a cry for recently. Or compare but players no more check the say because keeps on saying the credit card handles no coaches no and then more players in Tom was in check. Some players in over 3 to 4 years now the same coach. They're the same coach who work with them at the same time. So no one design a system or temporary for the football club or make me work on that. But because of recent years across the football club no and yes I don't know. and share Didi Dramani by. They are using just one season to assess him. No, they are general Pamono. America, you know, so collective. No, sir. Accra who had the most number of points away than any other club for the Premier League. So they're not kind of massive more points with fee. Come here, no, you can come your leg and hands down. So, and your man na car now also more year. No, I say, I'm going to the transfer market. Say postmortem no money and Saki coach, you know. Let the coach also coach in the report beba. The report neba coach will identify any more people.
95.3.
One my coach in the crime just SWOT analysis, namely the strength. A cast SWOT analysis now the strength of the team. No strength ni ye and your ma weba boa will be to control. You can control it. I had a boy. Tia no near team no baby and a whole digina. No about the weakness. Weakness no so say and then one kasa company no wawunim the otosni etiano so harmful ade no so ekotia adwuma nim tenary etiano san so wo check access hu ba bia otosni a then what make sure say what work on that Rimakas a very good manager and say God report na ba no more identify all the problems are company in the world. You gather all those problems what identify you are not gathering na. Though you found solution to each and every problem, now my company to my tribal.
Okay.
I don't need about and some about opportunities. Opportunities in the day. Opportunities so the external would mean control. No external idea bow was the opportunity no external it may be a quemu and my would be ho. Especially compete with other companies. Not company no 8 mean produce Ghana would mean meet the demands of the customers. No. Now, now into the friends, same marketer, who to me meet the demands, no, echo a drone, a hundred opportunities also be. At the same time, only clubs will be competing. So, the only media make compete. The only thing I opportunity for you, I would even control what outside. I'll be to me what you man say. Only the history of the football club, crowds of book, and the mileage or Titano, every time convince the player. As at now, the only opportunity I want to know. Comedian opportunity, I want to say the last 4 years, I did 2 Premier League titles.
Okay.
What am I say? The last 4 years, what year? And a summer test beji. Coast Stars Belgium was Abeji. And the 4 consecutive years, you know, any club be the 2 clubs, the 2 top clubs, no. So they can use that one to convince players. But opportunity will be the history of a class of book and how desperate and not placing be ready so be that's opportunity and a threat in the and also outside who do control threat no threat will be the outside but who do control the strategy will be the but who do control unless any part the barrier.
Okay,
so I'm making I see I say Bianca for economy. Now can't threat our Ghana economy. Threat back when I say external factors. It is a COVID by for COVID BBI external factor. Russia looking raw and their friends say Israel and the US no honey war. Then the external factor you can't control it. At your banner say prices of fuel, goods and services, any product that company you produce no. And they been to me ma. Na say work a crabia. And the economy so catch say. Seba say demand. Every supply so adding and shortage ba. It don't answer to Nima boom. That's the threat back where baron. So you all this SWOT analysis and also football club Nima Beneko. Across over can just SWOT analysis. At the end of the season, I was sacking coach. This have been the problem. I have persistence. I don't why I have a hunting football club. No, across over I Kumazako. What problem more? That is a toge what you to Sana Monaria. The next thing obey and say. Akorogo dey say him so more for technical director. As at now munya coach.
Yes.
So technical director na body team na to. Very good because I always say I say my coach na body team. Na so team wa only temperate. Temperate ne say the identity. Ade a team dey nim so wo. Me bisa say Barcelona a temperate ne dey na beka. Ade Barcelona gina so bobo. Because tiki-taka football, possessive football. I don't know. So I'm called transfer marketer. omo top players o be suit omo system no at the same time omo go for technical team and some go for coach also take the ideology no philosophy na see
okay
and what go for technical director ba now technical director na recruitment say technical director no buy no management no tenance no and on board no tenance so say na person club nefa e decide their players we say na see to tiano so say technical director so the convince management that identify coach also be used to the system. The two clubs you know be a bet ya ka clubs no omo je leg na omo coach that so tete some smaller clubs no coach that so that is say the need for no aye no say what me go akotu escanery the next thing say the structures no say yeduma no technical team no on point a very good strong technical team on bit ma be handle the day-to-day affairs of your crowds of folk
okay
let me bomb them ko anim ma me fi on na memra ene Majid Waris waka bibu ase na asem no kamani je pa or see history books doesn't remember how good you play
okay
but remember the results and no history books name tell how you ball on the fair no they tell remember the results
yeah
excellent coach not make it but one thing is say dey can was them say you deviate from your DNA na
ni nim
you draw here no you draw can you see you draw here no Bernard Lupet Lupet Betremaye no that DNA no Betremaye agro DNA no say you go back to read the agro DNA ni mo a obo say system na yebo say sia no any system ni mfa because the entia
ya divert kura
because the entia DNA na implement here no me sure say capital betimi adi ho dance say DNA me sure say the ababo implement Capital a typical example.
Capital unzaka bia.
Oh dabi ya da to ba kra.
Okay.
Titi na ni ma mo implement here. Ghana football DNA. Me yana etie for kwantu de miguso kasa na. Omo fa mai am implement here.
Victory
Eka se ba draw DNA.
Be pa ba no say obo say benya Ghana
football DNA.
The campaign promise ba ko pa no.
Enie. Was it any DNA ni? It's a unique blueprint designed to give all Ghanaian national and club teams a recognizable, standardized identity. To who you are, if you so a basic form, who's a way any other nation able. And the Spanish national to be say now, bet we don't say so with Spain for the ball.
Yeah,
the right national to win him. You have the core concept of the DNA. The agro star blend traditional. Expressive Ghanaian football, offering co-agro with modern and advanced tactical trend and system. Agro ni mo say no fence yes e ball na agro no. And twetwe and pass. And an earball. It also DNA focus on data. And also 4 phases of play. It agro no earball 4 phases in the day. Focus specifically on developing technical and physical demand across 4 movement. Ball possession in offense. This Black Star team will say possessive ball in offensive area. Yes or no? Second one, transition to defense. Ball ball transition quickly about defense. Out of possession defense and transition to attack. When in your man, forward DNA no, I can't watch him.
Okay.
But you pray for that. If you hold him, it's not someone can say friends say remember not boy FM. Me we remember results. Say okay, no cre. Now so because say no enkai boy FM say you deprive from your system need to know. And I say e DNA need to know. Am a boy FM no yetimi mo. I first to bet my man son na na say team let me bibi. This is the juvenile football schools and colleges. And then you one giant school and colleges. Or no about physical education or senior high school and you na you mistake or try the onum was it that system na the end ne san ka bi kura no de akere kura no emeduri so these are the things that be can wasem
okay
but I didn't say I did hard eti now but I tell you so I be can wasem say we Ghanaian but Obama Italian national team but we Ghanaian
yeah
this is the time I American say the Moroccan national team no very good no how or mumpany for no tap talent in them.
Yeah,
are you Bondi? Now you're boy in Obama, the French national team, under 17, under 20 day, you know. But Korean 16 years, I'm caught tapping.
Okay.
I'm a project now. Project me saying, American football, I pass here, coach that. You can't place in ye. And your map can't play as on board, no. And at the national team now achieving. You have 2022 World Cup, no. You had before. It took a future in our national team. At the same time, FIFA under 20 World Cup and I Ghana and Kwana Gibino. And I'm saying my system here, you know. I'm sorry,
yeah.
It's the end of the idea. Yeah, yet things right. It's a crowd buy that idea, no. Not on board. Brian Broby. Obama how to rank national team, and boy.
Yeah.
Can Brian Broby? Can they go also Obama Ghana? Yeah. And they are won't Memphis the pay.
95.3.
And no could orange national team. It's the all-time top scorer for them. A host of players now the bomb with and now including Mario Balotelli. Only exceptional tournament for the Italian national team in the year 2012. A bomb cover the European Championship, bomb finals against Spain. Exceptional tournament in the and you told them retire we have no make us so no free. By an free woman. Me sure say Morocco ne Netherlands game me say a year one capital one. Ako Ibrahim Afalai. Oba Bontia became the same thing. What's in the heart? Nakuma di no. Morocco because what man for the free. Almost more than 50 caps for the orange national team.
Okay.
But so be Nakuma wono. And waka. Now so be Nakuma won intino. And you make sure say in all time or better Morocco for which said be meeting either at so baby. So these are the things so say my roots are in Morocco. My parents are from there and my family lives there. What more of an explanation do I need to give? The entire say or support no. Finally, when it's time playing for the Netherlands was mentioned, he said, I also grew up here, and I'm grateful for that. But that is also beautiful of my own achievement. I wasn't in the Dutch national team just because I'm a nice guy.
95.3.
So Sabre no Morocco for no project no starting your whole na fala mi na bomo ka fala mi na ko ma be twon mo. So they say wo hu se ni root no onom e no support wo mo. And they who say we na be ka hu bia mo my things right or me to identify all those talent or me to my bomb boss. So we any other say and right they be to my boy so. I think say na game ni die. Colombia game.
Yes, you more time.
More time so but
okay. But that's a prof I don't know. Capito.
Yeah, Obio.
Akrebi na ya my call us
be a prof we na. Obio say the current Cabo Verdean team no.
Okay.
That 26 man squad about 14 you more diaspora. You hon enwo mo Quebec ho.
Okay.
14 of them out of 26 no. You ko wo mo baby but by Quebec nationals no who said that be. E say ko form here de e do mo ba. Now, by the time you say Ghana best squad was 2010 World Cup,
yeah.
Now, 2010 World Cup, no, the number of players are no more under 20 team now. A J World Cup, Egypt, no. The number of players are no more joining Blaster squad, no. So before 2010, now Ghana under 20 tournament, Egypt World Cup, for the first time, the first African nation, and now it's Maji under 20 World Cup, Egypt. So straight away. From 2009, you World Cup 2010. The last of Emmanuel Ajmambadu, Andre Dayu, Dominic Adia, Jonathan Mensah. What I say, Omunina, and you progress transition here from the 20 to the Blasters. Now we have in the shape of Carlos Quereza. Clearly, it moves a place no onimomo. Che, at that changes I buy no. Upon the Prime Lucasen. Wasn't the fast and Lucasen near JT?
Yeah.
Upon the Prime.
Yeah.
So you see. Christ there, you ain't me blemuno because time I will nyai with the national team no. But I dare say, on money away the end na, and Kaubaya and him say this our philosophy from under 17. Ghana ye born ye, you be see born be brave exactly. Inti ye pe coach claro, ye pe coach and the philosophy, the ideology, e suit the end no. What's a coach your philosophy?
I na fini ye kwa hwe bi akura. Okay.
Coach beyond him say, "Oko una come ma." Amono eko that tikitaka sabasa side no yam pepian do ancroft mo what's the coach be philosophy and when a Pep Guardiola me den enam so enti enka Carlos Queiroz eba no nim sampa Ghana de ebo ni o mra ho kra enti from under 17 under 20 23 ni nyina no na de ade afam enti ba Blasters na enya afi na be kire o se ne pese ebo
dada na
sana Morocco aya afade amomo no enti enai Carlos Queiroz o coach a team after all study team no all study players no who say oh you know I'm after Kakama this Suleiman na ho asem obviously it's time say Jide na Queiroz enya onimu no who say that be emfa because oh Jide onimu say o kan omo what experience omo enya time with the Blasters oh see a team no kan obi major tournament Ghana akono
ya man the time
come on akobi pa
Saboma big club
exactly for Atlanta and see oh say Jide no onimu say so there was a experience and the Blasters of Ghana and the club boy there come with member but what opportunity or that man in ahead of 5
okay
but or the Jide own moon near the able and see it's time say and they Ghana Kasanya the systems ebe go man na adwuma from grassroots football near the Rome or national team from school football na near Rome national team and they under 17 when you the senior school students na they are formed on where the able
now we are combustion and business say once what's half failed no minim one our grants we pa enye too late there
cry enye
late cry ho
late
betima ibb
ni nyina na say systems no be go akwam okay systems no hono ma onim say me for instance
you betima implemented there
exactly say the here some boy imagine say be implemented me for instance me seki obi onim say your costumes oh memha
okay
now I never call boy pa ne say
Victory FM
players e sek na omo boss school team no do na boss costume o mem it's about manya young kotoko coach Amashi the team no about manya about 4-5 players from that costume na omo sek school team
wow
okay
enti say ekoba say ye nya time kran and fan net 24 tournament e kwa emre because over manya 4 players on the same costume over costumes no come be 4 no at least 3 bakum 4 back omo nyina so ha na the other players no so free adakuma se ne other areas na den abeka ho bi it's no one who say incredible bro omo ni mo dada because on the same costume ninti the same thing I say because you call takwa the national games Afro region obi so Afro region be boa the whole takwa the kuro ni obi be hwebo no
so when nim boys no
me say just this year
okay
and I was part of the coaching staff for Afro region coach say select coach Afro region no I was part of the technical team and what talent we have na Agrofie lesser known Ghana nyina and it's about time say we should put things in place. Favoritism. Sometimes obi nimba kwa na kwa fan because no obi oyeden. Okuti amount.
Nya Kamaldeen ye die.
Your place make my boss.
Mama make Kamaldeen. Osman Bukari. Joseph Pencil. Me Joseph
Pencil ahead. Yes.
Was no ye die. What you tell me can we jabo.
Lydia no. Side we can do better nyina but the output no very poor. Enti me did say Chris na so who say no. Opportunity to that man there na we should give him the benefit of the doubt say had a new players no and it can be so all steady
Bonsu ti bench Christopher Bonsu ba oti bench
yes oti bench
and on channel so here
enti na make say ogu so enti na da no oh ya ya ni Croatia match no second half na make say omiem mo bi ne hwe and obi me bo be hu say okay ya bo a ya strength ne na weakness nie what I say enti me did say Chris there ya man time a no study Ghana team ni ya betima bo ba ne nyina mu no ya nya structures systems as of mine to the Morocco INF amono no yemfa infrastructure na den enka ho South region at least your one study come bi wo hanoma yes sports any na betima kogu ni den yakoye wo ho say the structures and systems ni gu akwam na side any infrastructure na be ka ho a you get a titan track as we speak South region ko ni bi
can maybe some say
one titan track
mo yes sports am ya ne
one titan track ko ni bi
mo ya no was to
tell so no your venue say no for especially athletes say America can say no
okay
no for region open misek any half mine any wall lanes I wait 8 over no say tumrika 8 lanes no it's a net and I go yenya and some over be yenya titan track tumrika so and crown be become tumrika one say 5 because you need titan track and then you 90 oh do mo tournament because you compare mo betchemu no afuna na spikes ne mo so mo news so be your tournament na e betime head akokọ mo e quarter kwade esi Pond Sports Stadium mo ba nyina mo use bi da but wa kra no e be first time we use nti me gidi say ye fa ne mangu akwam e de ne mangu akwam a
okay
ne ma betima ko yedi amai
mateme da se pa eno Frank Erujemfi Capito yes against money do my fama me callers yes metiefo a mutie show me noble listeners obetimi afraba so na what we are doing cha abajone show no 0597 0597854524 and 0597291368. Obetimi adwane yen na eno enso etimi edin komo for submission enso ebra na yen toaso emfa enfio 0597 85244524 0597854524 and 0597291368 na also wetimi edewodiaba over the weekend minim Black Stars who says some had to folk and of other stories etumi aba nti obetimi aba so na enso etimi edin komo Franco benya maidie kakra bi na yento aso
obi nti sisi ano eso man yehu said na me go akwam especially from association football association honoma GF na ket eba obe promise or the Ghana football DNA eba so the prof already you know nti asha say na from course football nim say DNA nie na asha say the training kwa no so the be ya omunyi no e betima ka mo so okay e kwan pese fa so ebo ni normally am for can say any strikers obi kra say da bi ye be ebo no o be she go no abo no kese a e ko obi fie nti e do say e be sha e do no mes masa so bo but ye ka talent there obi o nei na de ye wo nti I expect say and then pen for them be go akwam that structure systems bit man working from course school football ni nyina na ya progress e dey akwa because then you ha your youth teams ni nyina school for dem mo school college sports na ye kwa na selection and don't kwa be kono mo say yes indeed omo ni mboyi pa enti ye hwa nim say pen for them be go akwam na any school sports nyina na ye promote at least ye first can shim ye obi or that school sports ano me hwa nim say in the subsequent days no me try say bit me na kasa the person of Professor Emmanuel Sesapon or him lecturer or University of Education Miniba me on now ya pan say for school sports education na under no or National Sports Authority nti ye hwa say the structures be no dey go akwam shebe no man ye so that be a bit me promote a grassroots football na in the world man obe ko na ye bombo ofichire no talent obi e bopa oni bopa but we kwa no motive be bia oni obia nti it's about time say nei no ye dey me go akwam na nei tournament ahodo be organize me kai say ket ade ba kwa ya de pan say sa U15 e ma no tournament be yes e mo no on regional basis nti ho no ma for region no select team region me no the team ba na makopam na makobo eno na nam so anei other talent be break team epiepie so let's say ka anei ma football kwada nke yenim say egukra but anei sa introduction e ba na bo amani na be be opportunity a omobo at the highest level e wo honom anei yenya anei first division team Kiama goes here. I want participate last year. Yes. Okay. I'm a boy. Inti I think say it's time say the kind of phone say just pause on hono. Obio. Yeah, blast us boy. 20 per actually. Okay. And the just pause on Ghana hand and ya grow. To say any year. I remember 1 year. There be a make say. You heard the number of youfa and they want football from second division, first division, premier. And then youth na nemo majuma na. Youth na nemo majuma no. Number of teams say even bona from kwa. In the first division, talk about second division. You have premier crack. Say the power when you know any person come and the moment you made okay. But individuals be I set up teams. And then they are more equity more juma them individuals no. And I said the government no say ye boa the FA no ye boa said the individuals are more I set aside teams we know. Almost bet my how omo. Obi easy because from the second division just look at Katache Stars this season league course the second division ya or J was on one middle league no kwa no asa na baba do final na easy but ni nyina mu no Katache fell to the extent said the final no so no onya referee or buy was that be but the score ahead ashem bottom enti mo ye say ya na mo bo manfo abam obi o kan ko say so be invest e the team mu am make sure so prepare team no wa fa coaches ahodo you know what the name to akwam I would deserve say nkonya promotion na obi se me referee da bi me makwa ma monkwa you get it e bu ni pa ba mo hoya players ne kwa na ba bu se da bi football ne mo biem ana team ra kra ba bu se da bi team ne me nya biem mo hwe the director la jogoro ene manager Eric eye the market Stars a nti this FA fa na mangu akwam and one thing they say FA hono no obi o sisi ana ko ba say executives na sa wo team nti obi RFA chairman or sa wo team obi secretary o team nti ko ba say na ba referee no ba no onim say RFA chairman team na me kwa kodi ni ball no enti that fear na woni mu no enti me say about time a yen trust na say before so be executive member I just say wo team no yen team restructure ne ti bi sisa san ne man sanya sa dia obi o sa sisie ne be koso akoso sa ensie no so de e be koso de a eno chese hooliganism ne nyaye o because obi o nya da bia na ni papa kasa say o munyaye mo ko park so mo nya sa da bi sometimes ohwe e kwan referees any teams ni be fast wa na no den ohwe kasa Stars ene betero odoma penalty ejima betero a obi o naka for the first time naka Katachi team enya promotion about first division e chere say ne no nema ntimi nkoyi man nim I said ne ma ntimi nkoyi
my family lines no and some fan to dwa biem na a team for so enjoy ne 0597 854524 and 0597 291368 0597 291368 0597854524 obetimi abaso na yene wadi nkomo adunka bem kakrai na yena yem fancy why bem kakrai yem
95 okay obio kakrai bi on ya Black Stars no onim say Benjamin Asari abra ne transfer issues neba from now can say to lose no I think say to be afeda smart because no more ban is one omuntimi tom play bia omunso omuntimi san obi ama okay intebi ntumi mfi club ne monko ene bi nso ntumi mfi abontenye den emma now Benjamin Asara a hot cake tulu epene de ya wa hot cake inti but to be afede and they had to for campaign how to look smart say one even though you season no in your man said I'm going for moment definitely or some way add-ons or some of the players need be back. Now Benjamin Asare I had the first choice goalkeeper my heart to folk and behind Benjamin Asare almost goalkeeper friend and says Solomon Abesia on also performance and also
okay
in TNA so heart akwenya na ba some team me Benjamin Asare or said to be for the team clear that depth no now to folk to me tono into has ebetimi atona on leg say omo etimi kokere ye o reference Rene Hendricks ayada ne ban na FIFA dey to omo so no intene ya the bank roller to be afere to me akoko clear that amount and I think say a very good news edema had to folk and the players na bi betumi akọ ebi nso betumi ayden aba inte betumi aboa clear from the hard to folk now to the Black Stars against Croatia ye hu ye already near qualify and coach ni changes kakra onim say na Abrante fan say Jerome Opoku yes no or not kitu bi but good news eba na say Opoku 100% fit a very good news for every Ghanaian on the Black Stars team nti obio I think so for the Black Stars in the center probably can on some going to the game nyame aduma 1:30 AM Saturday